If we talking.
Wow. Okay, girl, see you, beautiful baby.
They were talking about if we could get Birkins for the Hermès store, and they was also saying how we depreciate the value of a Hermès Birkin bag. What the it just makes you want to be brag, like it just makes you want to brag, like, you know who the you're talking to, but no, I'm not even gonna take it there.
Bags carefully handcrafted in China. The viral TikToks from Chinese factory workers. The internet is now in a frenzy over claims that some of the most iconic designer bags are actually born in the
A lot of requests, do Hermès next. And that's why we're here in the Highland Park Mall.
Made in China. Or maybe made in Chile. Oh yeah, that should be a thing, by the way.
Hermès will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag. That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material.
In it.
So Hermès has put out a response to China, and they have like a video in a factory sort of showing people trying to show that they're actually the ones who are making the bags in a factory somewhere in France.
She put the finishing touches on a Kelly, the most difficult bag to build. It starts with 30 distinct cuts of leather and can take 20 hours to complete, 4 hours for just the handle. There are no manuals or cheat sheets. Artisans rely on their training and muscle memory to make every bag.
The luxury illusion, unraveling the myth behind designer handbags. For years, names like Hermès, Gucci, and Chanel have been synonymous with status, elegance, and exclusivity. The mystique of a $20,000 handbag wasn't just in its design, it was in the story, the craftsmanship, the heritage. But a growing movement online is beginning to crack that facade wide open. And at the heart of it, a handful of viral TikToks, a whistleblowing leather expert, and a celebrity unafraid to speak her mind. Behind the velvet ropes, factories, and fabrications, it started quietly with murmurs online questioning how these bags, priced higher than cars, were really made. Then a video surfaced. A Chinese factory worker filmed himself calmly explaining how luxury handbags, allegedly handcrafted in Europe, were in fact being produced in mass alongside replicas. The footage showed rows of bags, labels from elite fashion houses already affixed, and "Made in France" tags ready to be added. Other videos quickly followed. More workers, more footage, more revelations. The pristine image of old-world ateliers and generational artisans began to fade, replaced by scenes of mass production, assembly lines, and glaring inconsistencies. The internet, particularly Gen Z, didn't look away. They leaned in. Cardi B breaks her silence. Enter Cardi B, rapper, fashion icon, and known lover of luxury bags. Under one of these viral videos, she dropped a comment that echoed louder than any press release. If it's real, show the factory. No filters, no spin. Just a blunt call for accountability. The reaction was immediate. Some fans were surprised, others celebrated her honesty. Critics accused her of hypocrisy. "Didn't you just post Birkins last month?" one user asked, but Cardi stood firm. Her message: people deserve to know the truth behind what they're spending their money on. Cracks in the empire. As the internet rallied, luxury brands stumbled. Hermès attempted to push back by releasing a video showing a craftsman in France building a Kelly bag. 30 pieces of leather, 20 hours of work, 4 just for the handle. But to many, it looked like damage control, not transparency. The silence elsewhere from these brands only deepened public suspicion. Then came Tanner Leatherstein, a leather expert and content creator known for dissecting designer bags live on camera. He's invested over $100,000 of his own money to understand what truly lies beneath the luxury logos. His findings? Eye-opening. Chanel was found using plastic-coated metals instead of gold. Louis Vuitton's stitching failed basic durability tests. And Hermès. One Birkin, priced at $38,000, cost only around $600 to produce. A market in crisis. In a market once defined by mystery and exclusivity, facts are proving more powerful than fantasy. In 2024, the luxury goods industry, worth $380 billion, saw a 2% drop in value. That's not just a dip, it's a tremor. The epicenter, China, once responsible for nearly half of global luxury consumption, Chinese buyers now make up just 12%. Young shoppers are turning away from Western brands in favor of authenticity, transparency, and ethical production. The luxury lie consumers are no longer content with vague slogans and glamorous ads. They want proof. If a $25,000 Birkin is indistinguishable from a $200 replica made in the same factory, what exactly are people paying for? The difference isn't in the materials or craftsmanship, it's in the narrative. Comment sections are ablaze. Are we buying bags or bedtime stories? One user asked. As influencers start deleting old posts and distancing themselves from these brands, trust, once a cornerstone of luxury, is vanishing. From dream to disillusion, luxury fashion isn't just under scrutiny, it's under siege. The idea that these items represent heritage and timeless skill has begun to unravel. What was once a coveted mark of taste now feels like a marketing mirage. Even those within the fashion world are reevaluating their relationships with these brands. When visibility into production is met with silence, people draw their own conclusions, and they're not flattering. The Cardi effect Cardi B didn't start this conversation, but she gave it volume. Her demand for honesty carried more weight than any fashion magazine ever could. She didn't just speak for herself, she spoke for millions. Her comment made it cool to ask questions and hold brands accountable. If someone with as much stake in the luxury image as Cardi is willing to challenge it, the foundations are shakier than they appear. What comes next? The luxury world is at a crossroads. Continue with illusion or embrace integrity. Today's shoppers aren't buying exclusivity without explanation. TikTok creators, digital detectives, and everyday buyers are pulling back the curtain in real time. One viral video can unravel years of brand prestige. Hermès and its peers may recover. Their logos may endure. But the era of blind reverence is over. The public now demands receipts, both financial and ethical. Because once the illusion is exposed, it's nearly impossible to put it back together. Final thoughts. This isn't just a fashion scandal, it's a cultural reckoning. The question is no longer what are we buying? It's why are we buying it at all? Will you still invest in luxury brands after all this? Or has the glamour finally worn off?